All right. It is 12:12 a.m. on Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. I'm the clinician called Dylan, the critter called Dylan. I have some other nicknames. I just had a very tense. Oh God, oh God, that was actually really scary. I am mentally ill and I laugh when I'm overwhelmed. It's a way that my body comforts itself because I did too much laughter therapy, not understanding how it was supposed to be applied as a child, and drove myself insane. So that's the explanation for an awful lot of my behavior. I have this really twisted, fucked up sense of humor because laughing at everything that hurt and frightened me as a child is that's why I didn't like that. So let me just go ahead and explain. Let me just explain. Oh, it just happened because I actually feel a little bad for the cop that I freaked out at. But sorry, that's PTSD, and your job traumatizes people, and your behavior was wrong. You just did your job wrong in that moment. I'm sorry, because a lot of Quincy cops are just dickheads. They're just dickheads. They're average white suburban men with guns who want to have power and control and exploit that power and control over vulnerable people. They're dickheads. That's a lot of cops. Not all cops. There's actually some really nice, friendly, helpful, really well trained in de-escalation techniques. Like I've been just chit chatting with cops for like 6 years, trying to get over my PTSD. uh, I was not expecting a police car to pull up. So immediately that put me on high alert. Yeah, I called the police non-emergency line for help. And they told me that they were not allowed to come help me, but they talked to the fire department and send the fire department. They neglected, or no, they told me they weren't sending a cop. Neglected to tell me that a police car would show up and try to get my information. Yeah, the sight of the police car was enough. I freaked the fuck out. Because, let's see, oh, right. Just got out of jail in December for, a bullshit bomb threat charge because I called the Braintree police non-emergency line to ask for help to get into a psych hospital. So yeah, all cops are bastards because you know your job is to be a cop and you know that the system is rotten through. You chose to be a bastard whether you do your job well and are actually compassionate or not. Sorry. Anyway, well, I just keep laughing through it. Um, let's see. I don't remember in sequence what happened anymore, but I remember some of the choice things that I screamed at him were, I don't need a cop with a gun. I need a person with a tool who can actually, like, unlock my window so I can get in my car. If you don't have that tool, you are fucking useless. Good night, pig. Go away. Bye-bye. We are done here. You're useless. Like, he was over by his car. And when I started getting agitated, instead of do anything that might have de-escalate that, he tried to puff up and act like the big man and come storming towards me. And if his body cam is on, I don't even know if they have, I'm pretty sure they have them here. But like, his body language alone from the movement of his body cam will show his behavior was simply inappropriate. The recordings of the things that he said, suddenly because I'm having an emotional reaction, and I explained it to him, oh yeah, I screamed at him. He's like, why are you getting so upset? And I screamed at him, because you are a cop, and I am a black man in America, and like, this is, like, I don't remember if I said this in sequence exactly, but like, all of these elements were screamed at this man. I was like, this is stressful for me, because you're a fucking cop. And I am a black man in America, like, and just like, and at one point I was like, do you live in America? He's like, I do. Do you? And I'm like, dude, you watch the news? Like, what the, like, how fucking dense? Like, you're really gonna pretend that you don't understand why I might be a little scared when you show up, especially since like, the Quincy police, I kind of have an established relationship with, like, I've been contacted by their department. I have talked face to face with a lot of their officers. And, oh yeah, I'm a member of the Illuminati, and I know that they, like, that's the thing. That's why I started walking up to, like, police officers and talking directly to their body cams. Because whether you believe in the Illuminati or not, police officer associations where they share information between departments are absolutely just a thing. And they definitely do review the body cam footage for interactions like that with the public. Like they review body cam interactions. And if I decide to like sue police departments, I don't really have a lawsuit against Quincy. Definitely Braintree and Weymouth. Yeah, no. I could build cases against Braintree and Weymouth, potentially going back to like 1994 in Braintree for their mismanagement of my existence. They're gonna kill me sooner or later. I'm back on that. Like I finally got the place in the woods to run away to. I still have to keep coming back to these stupid to the fucking city. Like I have to come back to Quincy and I have to come back to Boston for two completely like just. And the thing is that like the bullshit that the Weymouth sergeant like had the Boston police file that like bullshit animal cruelty charge is the reason that led to the bullshit bomb charge. Like I wouldn't have been that distraught and needed to go to a hospital if I hadn't had my emotional support animal taken away from me in the first place. So yeah, Quincy police need more training in how to compassionately respond to a person in distress, because that man knew that he was responding to a distress call for help from someone who had locked themselves out of their vehicle. I'm pretty sure I told the dispatcher that I lived in the fucking car. So like they're not distributing information that would be useful to their officers when they actually get to the scene of a place. That's just helpful feedback from a clinical psychologist who'd rather not be murdered by the police because they're jumpy or they're in a bad mood. Because that guy, that was not professional behavior for a public servant. Like threatening to no longer help someone because they're agitated. I'm sorry, like if your job is to be a public servant, sorry. And it's not like it's a customer service position. But at least it didn't end with me going to a hospital. So I'm so glad that I speak English. Like at this point, I'm like, I'm glad I was raised in a racist white suburb. This is going to serve me in the aftermath of the apocalypse that we are currently living through. It's been serving me my entire life. I over enunciate. I speak really clearly so that everyone will be able to understand me, no matter where their English originates from. I can see other people. There's homeless humans near my and my immediate impulse, because I can just tell like, nope, these are two homeless people wandering around. It's the way they're walking is weird. The females and they're not together. There's like a male walking down the sidewalk and a female walking down like the middle of the street. Yeah, people just kind of walk in the streets here. I'm used to that. I'm just not used to so many people anymore. I've been alone in the woods for like a month. Oh, it's been great. I like being alone on my own terms, not when I'm locked up in a fucking cage. Anyway, I feel better now. But yeah, so that was that part of my night. I don't. When I saw Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, I just felt seen.